Okay. They tuned in, baby. They
There we
tuned
go.
in. What's good?
What's up, bro?
What's good, man? Let me adjust these because you coming in with a deep voice.
Huh?
Let me, all right. Here we go.
You get me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. How you living? How you feeling, man? We got the quarantine vibes. We got the riots. You know, we got
Everything, man.
got the movement. Like it's a lot going on, man. So
It's a
I
lot, bro.
appreciate you taking your time to, you know what I'm saying, chop it up.
For sure, bro.
Uh, I didn't want to hold off the show for too long, you know.
Yeah,
I hold off like I think last week, maybe the week before, because all the stuff that was going on.
for sure.
I spilled some water in the baby bag. So what's up, man? How you living? You good?
Man, like you said, it's a lot going on, man. Just trying to process
Yeah.
everything, keep everything moving as much as you can. Trying
Okay.
to stay focused, you know. You start out the year with a set of goals, not knowing all this stuff going, come out to be like it is. So you just
Right.
try to pivot and keep it moving, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pivoting and moving. So let's go ahead and start the show, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I'm your boy Norris, and I have a guest on today, Jerome Scruggs, JJ Scruggs, whatever alias you go by, brother.
J Scruggs, you're J Scruggs, bro.
J Scruggs.
Right
Okay,
there.
boom. So I've been doing for the past couple of weeks these interviews with other men that's from my community, just to shed light on the community when it comes to fashion, men's DIY, not just men, but just menswear, you know, say in DIY community.
Right.
My first two guests was kind of sort of easy. I kind of already knew some of those two guys from college,
For sure.
and it was just dope that they doing the same thing. So I reached out to them.
Yeah.
But with you, I don't know you from college, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to get a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of your background even before you lead into, you know what I'm saying, sewing and DIY and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm from the South, man. I'm from Mississippi.
Oh, for real?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Grew up in Mississippi. Was born in Tampa, though. Grew up in Mississippi, Holly Springs. Spent a lot of time in the South. Did all my education pretty much in the South. Went to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
2015, I got my bachelor's degree, and then I got my master's degree from Ole Miss in 2017 as well. Once I finished my master's degree, seen the opportunity to come to UCSB. I work here currently at UCSB doing some resident director work. And my passion for like styling and fashion, that it really just I didn't really even know what it was, to be quite honest. When I was younger, I just thought like that was the way it's supposed to be, because just how my mama raised. You know what I'm saying? Like mama make sure you get stuff done, you looking nice, you present her well because you're a representation of her. So I didn't really think too much about it, but I always knew it was there. So I would say probably like it was my senior year I discovered Mimi. And Mimi was the only person that
Senior year in high school or in college?
In college.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was about 2015. 2015 is when I first discovered like Mimi, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get into it, because I really actually, one of my homegirls from college, her name is Para Ibrahim. She used to sew like bow ties and pocket squares for all the guys for the college parties.
Oh, okay.
And so like some days I would just go over there and I'd be like, what you doing? And so she'll be sewing and I'll be like, let me try. And so I got in there, I started, started playing around with the machine, messed up pretty much everything she had going on.
Gotcha.
So I decided to go to Walmart, get my own machine, and man, I was looking up how to do stuff, and Mimi popped up. I found her.
Gotcha.
So after a while, you came up. I was like, oh shoot, that's what's up, man.
Okay, so I had already been sewing when you had discovered her online.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm asking you.
No. I haven't found you. I didn't find you.
Oh, okay. So you saw her.
Yeah. And then I seen like you started coming up with the sewing too, and I was like, oh shoot, because you don't see a lot of black men sewing like that.
Right, exactly.
And so for me, that was inspiring, because I was like, you don't see a lot of that even in my time. Like I said, I'm from Holly Springs. A lot of guys will be doing that, like into sewing and all that kind of stuff. And so when I seen you, and then you got flavor all everywhere.
Appreciate it, bro.
How you do it though. And so for me, I was just like, like learning and enrolling in your Sword Academy class. That was for me. That was enough for me to like push out and keep doing that, despite all the stuff around me.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. So you just mentioned Sword Academy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make this a full-on promotion or anything.
Yo, get it out, bro.
But I damn sure do want to know prior to signing up to Sword Academy, like how did you find tools that you needed for menswear or the patterns or just guidance on learning to sew? Like what was out there for you?
Man, so we didn't have a Joann's in the nearest, like in the city of Oxford. So I had to go like in like South Haven, that's like 30 minutes away from Oxford. And I would go in there, I would just ask people, yo, what, you know what I'm saying? Just ask them about fabric choices. Would that be work well with the shirt? Because I really didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And then I really didn't know how to read no patterns. But of course, taking the class, Sword Academy class, you know, Mimi go break it all the way down. Y'all like break it all the way down.
All the way down,
from the package to taking the pattern out to cutting it and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of trial and error for me, to be honest. I messed up so much fabric, messed up a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I came out being able to kind of do some stuff that I never thought I would be able to do. So.
Yeah. Well, you definitely had your mindset to it, because when I ran into you, we kind of was already following each other somehow.
For sure.
And then we bumped into each other in Michael Levine's. You remember that?
Yeah, that's when
and it's like you can't. Yeah, but for me, it was like, hold on, that's another dude that look, you know what I'm saying, that represent, you know what I'm saying, me. And I'm like, oh, so we just started chopping it up, and it was just cool to see another guy in there, you know what I'm saying, that look just like us, shopping, looking through pattern books, you know what I'm saying, looking through fabrics, getting notions, just stuff like that. So it was just cool. And you had to travel quite a ways just to come there, right?
For sure, because I'm in Santa Barbara, and Santa Barbara's like an hour and 30 minutes. That's if traffic ain't bad.
Okay.
And so, like, you know what I'm saying, coming downtown LA, I mean, I make a trip because I got some of my fraternity brothers out there too. So, like, I would just make trips out there and like crash and making my my business go to downtown to the fashion
district. Yeah.
And that's when I bumped into it, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, that was dope. I mean, I didn't think I would see y'all, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm the people that teaching me how to sew when I was in undergrad. But yeah, it's definitely like, you know, it's encouraging to see a brother, you know what I'm saying, doing that kind of stuff, because like I said, it's always, you know, associated with a feminine side or whatever. You know, a lot of people got an idea of like who's supposed to be sewing, who's supposed to be doing what. And so like to see brothers doing that and breaking that stereotype of like, you know, like you said, dope man create too. We sew too. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it was just inspiring to kind of see that. So yeah. And I didn't even know about Michael Levine's.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Me, y'all in those courses, like, you know, where you got the fabric from, I was like, dang, I'm gonna move that way, so I'm gonna make a trip down there.
Okay.
And yeah, so when I seen y'all, I was like, oh shit, that's dope, dog.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm fortunate. I mean, I say it all the time. I'm fortunate to have someone like my wife, that's in the world in this particular industry as much as she is, and all her business accolades. And it's just so easy for me to be like, oh, babe, here's the 1 or 2 questions. She'll show me how to do it, break it down, and then even without her physically teaching me, I'm shooting and recording all the stuff, and I'm editing all the video. So I'm learning, even, you know what I'm saying, when I'm just doing some post work. So like it was a lot of that my first year. The first year of us dating, I was just video recording all of her tutorials and editing them up for her. And my interest just kept, you know what I'm saying, building until I was like, you know what, let me try this. But I'm just so curious on how other guys find out in their process. Yeah. So that's what's up, man. How long have you been sewing? Like, what's that time period been looking like?
So to be quite honest, I started like in 2015, like my senior year of college.
Gotcha.
Kind of dropped off of it, then picked it back up, and then dropped off again. And then I really got into it probably like my last year in grad school. I really started picking up on it. Like trying to get a project done every other weekend, even if I'm you know what I'm saying? So like trying to push out stuff, and you know, having those guided courses, I go on YouTube, just watch some of the techniques that other people got. And you know, after a while you start developing your own type of style.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think it goes back to, you know, you gotta just put some time with it. And sewing is, you got to nurture that thing, man. There ain't no just
absolutely
and go, and you know, it takes some time. It's a lot of patience that go into it. So for me, it was definitely a process of like, you know, kind of understanding what I needed, and you know, making sure like I ain't trying to rush nothing, but also understanding the craft of like sewing. And so for me, that process, I feel like that's the thing that I gathered the most from, you know, learning how to sew, just being patient and not giving up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So so sewing is, so you don't necessarily work in the fashion industry. Am I correct?
Right.
So it's even, I mean, it just blows my mind even more that someone that works in a whole nother field would take the time on, or have a hobby, or whatever it is, have extra side money by learning this craft and actually working on projects. So like, how are you able to like manage that? Is this like a creative outlet for you, or like, what is it?
It is, bro. Like I'm a creative at heart. Like I do all kind of creative stuff. Like spoken word, I write. I do spoken word poetry. I sing.
Okay.
I do a lot of different type of things. So like just anything creative I can get my hands around being creative, I'm gonna just be in it. I turn some music on and I'm just in here, you know,
and just go,
just sewing away. And after a while, you just realize, like, you know, I'm at peace with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it provides a sense of peace, I know, for me. And so, like, you know, on the weekends or throughout the week, if it was been a bad week or something like that at work, I know if I just put my hand on like some creative art, sewing was one of those outlets, it would be good. So for me,
it's something to that. It's definitely something to that, man. Just like, I'm not sure what it is, but it's like the motion. You know what I'm saying? You're cutting, and then you just zoning out, and you're just making and building something.
For sure.
Yeah, it does relaxes you. It's a type of like stress reliever and a creative outlet all at the same time. And a hobby, it could be a gig. It's just so many different avenues you can take with this particular, you know what I'm saying, art form.
For sure.
So go ahead.
It's like inspiring to people too. You know what I'm saying? Like I produce some of my art, gonna wear some of my stuff out. And somebody be like, yo, where you get the shirt from? And I'll be like, I made it. They be like, you made it. I was like, yeah, that's a one in a kind. Like,
that's the best. That's the best, right?
Exactly.
That's the best.
Exactly. And then you get, like, I work at a college university. And so, like, you know, you got young guys looking at what you got on and stuff like that. And they inquiring like, yo, can I buy one or whatever, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, you can learn, bro.
You can learn.
You can learn, dog. You can learn. Because it's, again, a way of, like, you know, just finding creative outlets, or just finding outlets to kind of, you know, relax yourself. And it might be something that somebody else needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know I need no sewing until I got on pair of machine. I was like, oh shit, it's kind of smooth. Right. And so, you know, being able to introduce other brothers to, you know, sewing, you never know, dog. Right. That might be your way to the next level, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. With sewing, man, a lot of people have that, I guess, that stigma. Like it's for, I guess, old grandmas or whatever it is. How in your experience working with the machine, cutting, prepping, doing all this stuff DIY, how do you think, like, does it feel like something just for old woman, or for, you know what I'm saying, like when you actually doing it, you be like, hold on, this ain't easy. No, you know what I'm saying? It takes some practice. It takes some muscle sometimes too. You put in a zipper, or you putting in a snap. All like you could like bust your hand with the hammer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all different things like that. Right. And the machine, the machine ain't a place for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a needle. You know what I'm saying? Something sharp. And so I'm just saying, like the same risk that it takes with some jobs and some professions. I mean, you can find the same type of risk when it comes to sewing. Exactly. Not trying to make it sound dangerous. No, but I don't want to make it sound dangerous.
But that's true though.
But it's not some little light little thing to just play with, you know.
For sure, especially when you're dealing with different type of material. You know what I'm saying? Certain materials ain't gonna allow you to just be like super delicate with it. Like leather, you gotta get in there. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, it ain't no. It can be, but it also can be very like hands-on in the way in which, like, you know, you would do another job around the house. Just as well, hands-on is hands-on in the same way. So yeah. But bro, how did you get into sewing? Because I know, I mean, you got your wife. I know Mimi was always sewing around you. Is that what sparked it?
Sewing, absolutely. I mean, so the sewing part, it was inspiration solely from my wife. And I had interest in sewing from watching her, because a lot of my background is in styling, wardrobe styling, you know. So I used to work in the fashion industry, doing stuff with GQ magazine, working with a whole bunch of different artists. So just a ton of being on set, working with models, working with you know, so an array of different clients.
Right.
So, and I was kind of actually still doing a little bit of that when I met her. So once I saw that she's actually making the clothes that I'm going to go buy or going to go, you know what I'm saying, rent out for a couple hours for a shoot, she can sit there and actually make it. So I'm like, man. So when you think you know how sometimes you think you're talented until you meet somebody else, they be like, hold on, I thought I was doing something. I thought I had an art when it came to, you know what I'm saying, styling people up, but it's a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? Try making the stuff before you put it on the people, you know? So it's like, oh man, it just became another tool for me to level up, you know what I'm saying, my creativity, and it's panning out. I mean, it's nice. And I just want to encourage other people to at least try it. At least try it, you know. So once we break down the stigma of it, I want to get a lot more people trying, and a lot more people, you know what I'm saying, like figuring out if it's for them or not.
And that's good that I'm big on mentorship, bro. Like I benefited from mentors. I got mentors back home and stuff. And that's what you mentioned, like, you know, having other people do it, like, you know what I'm saying, that's big, especially when you got the representation that they have. Like, the young guys is like back at home, you know what I'm saying, that don't know if they really want to get into fashion because, you know, the stereotypes surrounding that. When you the brother that's out there, like, being that, you know what I'm saying, representation for them in a broader sense, sometimes that's just all the brother needs. I know that was for me. When I seen, you know, like you, and I seen like Virgil, and I see like Jerry Lorenzo, and I see Kirby, and I see all these black men that's like in this fashion industry really doing the thing, like a Pooja as a stylist, and Jay Boland, all these black men that's really getting it in with the styling in the fashion industry. It's inspiring to me, and I'm actually,
it helps, man. It really helps.
It does. And
it
I'm
really
actually
in
the process too of trying to like get into the fashion industry. And so like me like going into like styling, like I've been working with a stylist for just a little bit over the last couple of months, and it's just been inspiring to just kind of even learn from her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You've been sneaking some of your pieces in on the rack.
You see that? You see that,
bro? No. I'm asking when you go to these shoots to style people, do you sneak in some of your little custom pieces?
I haven't, but you know, if it ever come to the point, you know, you need something real quick, I'm like, yo, I got this shirt. I can just pull it out the rack, man. But it's inspiring, like I said before, and it's hard too. You know, the fashion industry, it ain't easy to get into, man. It for me, from my standpoint, it ain't been.
Oh, that's true. That's true, man. Let me go ahead and just say, for those that are viewing and have any questions, we're gonna save like the last like 10, maybe 15 minutes just for questions. So if you have questions, we're not gonna really read them until like towards the end. So you can save them until we say it, and then you can go ahead and fire it away. So I just had to get out the way.
For sure.
So what was your first piece when you in sewing, and how did you learn how to make whatever it was? Was it like accessory? Was it a shirt?
Nah, dog. I went full head on trying to make a jacket, dog. That junk was jacked up.
What kind of jacket?
That junk was so messed up. But I did it without a pattern and everything, man. I tried to go on like YouTube. You know, like, people like, just trace one of your shirts out. And blah, blah, blah. So I thought I was gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
That junk was messed up. So
it was a t-shirt.
Yeah, no, it was. I traced the t-shirt to make a jacket.
Oh,
no better, dog.
You did you create enough ease in there? Like, was it tight?
No better, bro. Sleeve was up here. I messed up badly, dog. Sleeve was everywhere. So that was my first one, man. And then again, that's when I found y'all.
Yeah.
That's when I found y'all, and I started going from the first level. I think was like a little coin bag.
Yeah.
And
first course.
Yeah.
First course, we literally take the sewing machine out the box. Exactly. This how you plug it up. This how you thread it. And like a corn, I think it was a corn purse, and then like a pocket square. And I think a laptop case or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little price like that.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Let me hear you.
Oh, I was gonna say I had this woman in my church that I was going to. She was also sewing, and so I would just like try to get with Notoria and be like, "Yo, how you show something like this?" And she just had a full family, so she wasn't always able to give me that. But I remember like she would, you know what I'm saying, would give me like tips and pointers here, so I would like go and try it, and you know what I'm saying, come back. But the biggest help was really the soda cabinet course, and Y'all, I'm not being sponsored by the
Got
Soul
you.
Academy, I promise you. But I'm giving credit what credit is due, man. Like
Right.
that course, it taught me it's a life skill, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell folks, like, sewing is a life skill.
Okay.
Like, can't nobody take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no
That's
regular
true.
hobby. That's a life skill, bro.
That's
There's people that
true.
don't want that. I mean, there's people that want that and don't have the patience to, you know what I'm saying, learn it. So I always give credit where credit is due. Like, y'all taught me a life skill.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's good to know.
For sure.
So what you got on the thing back there now? I saw you posted up. I saw you. I was like, that's positioned way too perfect for it to be on the accident. So I have to ask you about that piece right there, man.
You know, this y'all jacket, this y'all pattern.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What's that, corduroy?
Yeah. It's a burnt
Ooh.
corduroy jacket that I made. I made it like it's probably like a couple months ago, but like I said before, I had to. Wow, that same rep of your best friend, dog.
Oh, I know, right?
Same rep of your best friend. But
it'll save you some money and to save you some time, cutting a whole nother piece out. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. So I made a jacket, and then this
let me see that jacket again. Let me see that jacket again. Let me see it again. That's nice, man. Turn around. Ooh, that placket. You got a little tab up top. Oh, I love that, bro.
Man. But
I want the people to see the details, man. Don't just splash into the camera.
You know, we're gonna give you the full, you know. But yeah, man, like I said, sewing is one of those things where it takes some patience. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like this, I'll be looking at some of the stuff that's like online, and I'll be like, man, I want to be able to make stuff like that. And so when I'm accomplishing stuff like that, I'm like, yo, you just moving yourself up a little bit more. And then this shirt is just that bowler shirt that you
go get that. Let me see that. I love that bowler shirt. You don't even have to do nothing to it, right? You just have to sew it and put it on.
Yeah.
I don't even try it on. I don't try it on until after I finish. That's how great it is.
Bro, I ain't even finish it. I think one of your boys was talking about it the last week, how they like start projects don't even finish it. I gotta put
for real? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you need no buttons. Just rock it.
Just rock it out.
Just rock it. Put a safety pin in the front. rock it out.
Huh? But yeah, that's the shirt, bro. John Saw. But like I said,
back it up. Let me see it. Let me see the print.
Let me see.
Oh, bro, that's nice. Where you get that fabric from?
This actually from Joann's and
oh, nice.
Yeah. It's John Saw, bro.
When I find some heat in Joann's, I feel so lucky.
I know, bro, because you know Joanne be tripping sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It might it's a little iffy, but when you find some heat in there, it's like, oh, give me this in all the colors.
Exactly.
You get that corduroy from Joann's too?
Exactly. Yeah, I got
I got the same one.
Okay.
I think I got the same one. Yeah.
They had green and some other colors. But
I used the green one for some cargo pants, man. They were nice. They nice.
Speaking of pants, bro, you know I've never made pants yet.
For real. I mean, pants are iffy, man. I mean, if they're not sweatpants or something like that, they could be a little bit harder trying to fit because of the crotch and all that stuff. So you definitely have to do a muslin and just you know what I'm saying, see like whatever pattern you get and what size best close fits you. I mean, obviously you don't go too small, but you can go a little bigger if you can't get some exact size before you cut it. Yeah. But once you do that, man, I would say just do a muslin, man, rock it out, see how it look, and then clean it up after that, and then cut out the fabric and just give it a shot.
Yeah, I got so you know, y'all kill like Mimi. She killing it with the patterns. She the only one really just putting out some really dope patterns out there. So I picked up your last pair of pants that you in the book, and I was like, I'm gonna try these, man.
Yeah, with the extended band, the extended waistband,
extended waistband for sure. And I was like, I went to we got a local sewing shop here, and I went on and bought some the zippers and all the notions and stuff. So that's the next project I'm actually gonna be working on, trying to get these pants out. But yeah, y'all killing the game. I was like, yo, look at this power couple, man. They got
appreciate it, man.
Magazines, dog. Like
you what fabric you got an idea for your pants?
It's actually I think it's a twill. I think it's a twill fabric. Let me go see it.
Yeah, go grab it. We just chilling. We just chilling, waiting for you to get back.
Just wait. Yeah. This is what it is right here. So this ain't no really 12.
Oh, okay. That's kind of like a window pane. Look like.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know if y'all can see it on
Oh.
camera, but it ain't no white stripe. It's like a teal. I'm not teal. Shit, tan. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like gray with some tan stripes.
Gray with a tan. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to match those up and stuff, right?
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like,
Yeah.
So it's really one of those things where I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. If you don't match up plaid or none, if you don't match up no lines and stuff, the community gonna be zooming in on your picture.
They will zoom in.
They ain't gonna comment on it. They gonna be like,
Especially if somebody know what they're looking at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got to get that. You got to get that right.
Right. And what you got planned? What you got coming up next, man? I know you be putting
Well, currently my most exciting project is something that I'm actually teaching. It should be up later tonight. I've just been running slow on time. Been editing the next course for Sword Academy, and it's pretty much making a double-breasted suit jacket.
Okay.
It's Vogue 8988.
Okay.
I don't get paid to say this, but that might be one of my favorite, probably one of the best men's suit jacket patterns probably out right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, aside from the one that I have, but it's a different style. I just have the 2-button, you know what I'm saying, patch pocket. It's better for more of a beginner, intermediate. I didn't want to make it that difficult, but the one Vogue, you have to probably be an intermediate or a little advanced to, you know what I'm saying, to really knock it out. Yeah. So, man, I just like that pattern. Obviously, it has some things that I changed. Like, it don't come with a back lining, so I created a back lining to make it look really nice.
It's double vented.
It's double vented. Oh, come on, you already know. Double vented, double breasted. It has the pocket over the. It has the breast pocket over the left side, which every men's suit jacket should have. Sure. And it has the surgeon sleeves, the working sleeves on the so you can unbutton it and all that. So that's like my favorite part, because it's rare to find those. And you know why they call them surgeon sleeves, right?
You know what? I actually seen some about that. Is the military, like the military?
Military too, but it came from surgeon sleeves because doctors back in the day, it was like a class thing for men to wear jackets. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to get caught. You didn't want to get caught without your jacket on. So surgeons would have their jacket on, and if somebody got hurt in the street or they're performing surgery, they didn't want to take it off. So they got the tailor to roll it up and get to work. So like just little stuff. Yeah. So just little stuff like that, man. Right. Because I love menswear. Like, I have to have sleeves like that now. You know what I'm saying? I can't not make a jacket and not have that. So that's pretty in advance kind of thing, man. So I'm just excited for the students to make their double-breasted jackets, man. So do
they have like the build outs too in the like?
I'm doing all that. All right. This is how you build out the shoulder pad. If you don't want to buy one from the store. Right. This is how you build out the front piece, so you won't look wrinkled in your chest, like all those little details, man. So,
and you wouldn't have to do the stitching. You wouldn't have to do the stitching all over the jacket to keep it, because I think they usually do that to keep it like.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't have 40 years of experience, you know what I'm saying, like them, but with the knowledge that I do have, there's ways to do it, and I show you in detail. So like whenever you get to the course, man, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about. Like you won't have no questions. You'll be able to do it from start to finish. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into it, man. I'm always trying to figure out, like I said, technique is everything. Once you get like a technique down, man, you can. The one technique I had to really work on is sleeves, man. Like putting them sleeves in without the,
with the little puckers. You didn't want the puckers up top. You got the easy. You know how to ease it, right? Ease it in. There you go.
And that's what I had to keep learning how to do. And I was kind of lazy a little bit too. I be hating doing that.
You just want to put on there and sew it.
Exactly.
Because you're doing the 2 rows. It's like, okay, I'm doing 2 rows. It's like too much to do. Let me try to see if I can do it without doing that.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I had to learn, technique is everything. You're going to have to take that extra step to get it in. But yeah, that's going to be dope. If I can get to that course, it's going to be dope. For sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know, I don't know if y'all still doing courses for kids.
Yeah, we have a kids course. It's a buyout course though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a continuing monthly thing.
Okay.
You buy it out, and then it has a number of courses in there. And after that, we recommend with provision. You know, saying you have them sit and do the adult classes too. So
Gotcha.
after they get through that part, they're able to sit down with somebody and then learn further from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a nice intro.
Yeah. I mentioned that because, you know, I worked with some youth when I was back home. I was working with some youth, and they, you know what I'm saying, be looking for stuff like that to kind of get into. And like, you know what I'm saying, just give them something to put their hands on so they won't be in no crazy stuff. And so like, I feel like that's a good resource for anybody that's out there listening. Like, yo, you know, they got sewing stuff for kids, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good start to put somebody out on.
Yeah, man. Wife and I, man, we work on a whole bunch of stuff, man, dealing with youth and all that stuff. So like whenever we get to that point, we'll be able to announce it and have more for younger people growing up. Because like wifey always say, like, how is this industry is going to continue if we don't teach, you know what I'm saying, this art, you know?
For sure.
So yeah, man. So
tell Mimi I'm still waiting on that sewing machine to drop. She said last time I think it was in your last one. We talked about a custom sewing machine for men. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, yo, somebody should do that. And she was like, already in the works. I'm like, I'll be the first one trying to pick it up. Because, you know, a lot of sewing machines, you know, they got like flowers and butterflies and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, I talked about that a few weeks ago, man. Yeah, You're right.
Yeah, so Mimi, I'm looking forward. I'm going to be probably in the pre-order line.
She laughing.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate it, man. I always tell you, well, I've told you before, man, like, y'all trailblazing. Y'all trailblazing for sure.
Appreciate it.
Keep appreciate
it, man.
Y'all like killing it.
What you say? It's coming? Oh yeah, she say it's coming. My wife over here, she say it's coming.
For sure.
What do you think is probably what's keeping you in the fashion and keeping you with this hobby? Like what's bringing you weekend after weekend to do a project? Like what is it outside of, you know what I'm saying, you saying it being like a stress reliever and stuff like that?
Man, to be quite honest, I just feel like it's a passion of mine, man. Like the whole creative process and creative field, it's something I just really do enjoy it. I'm actually trying to make a career out of it. So however that may, you know, transpire, I feel like that's going to be my avenue outside of like what I'm doing now. And so, you know, I feel like what keeps me going is the ambition of like trying to fulfill my passion and trying to be my passion always. And so I can get paid for doing my passion, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really just keep me going. Like I'm going to have to like, you know, learn technique to be able to, you know, be able to survive or be able to thrive in this, the industry, like the fashion industry, if that's what it's going to come to. And so for me, and the other piece is just representation, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a black man in spaces where black men are always, you know, as prominent. I think that for me too is a push, because I want any, you know, like young boy, like I told you, mentoring is big for me. I want any boy that's young, that's black, that don't know if they can do it, don't see a future in it, you know, being discouraged. Like, yo, look at me, dog. Like, I came from Mississippi. And if I'm able to get to a place where, you know what I'm saying, I can inspire somebody else, that's what I'm going to do. So that's
what's up, man. So more teaching. So more teaching, actually.
Yeah, that can definitely happen too. That can definitely happen too. So
that's what's up, man. Like I think I said this a few times, man. When it comes, especially our community, we have pretty much a lot of representation in a few different fields. Even specifically the fashion industry. I mean, there's a lot more black designers now. Obviously, it could be more. We see a few more black models. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you look, you can find a few. But when it comes to this DIY sewing space, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to like know, like, if you want to be inspired to do that or even know what it is to do that, you know, because sports is advertised, music is advertised, just one side of fashion, you know, is advertised. But when it comes to sewing and designing and all that stuff, I mean, it could be a little bit more. So as many faces that we can fill up in this industry, in this space, I want to make it possible. I want to make it possible.
For sure. Yeah. And you ain't gotta be like, the creative. You can be on the executive side.
Exactly.
But we need some black executives, to be quite honest, in some of these spaces.
Yeah, man.
So like, just inspiring people, to push out to what you want. Because I'd be remiss if I didn't, fulfill that same thing that I'm trying to tell another. Like, go after what you want, and then I'm out here not doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, it's about making sure like people know like you got access to what you want, bro. It may be hard. People may make it challenging for you, but you got access to it.
So you have like a personal like designing type of vibe, like you got a specific style that you do, or because I've seen you freak some things now. Like I'm like, okay, he out here he out here doing something. So so like what's your thing? Like what's like one of your most creative pieces, the one that you like really feel good about when it comes to like the creative part?
It's actually something I deconstructed. It was like a jean jacket with a blue.
I was actually thinking about that one.
Yeah, I like that. It was that was something I think I forgot was the man's name that you just recently
John.
John.
Yeah, the House of Milan. Yeah,
House of Milan. That's right. He mentioned that he was inspired by Greg Lauren. I feel like we all a little bit inspired by Greg Lauren.
Yeah.
So when I seen Greg Lauren, I was like, bro, Greg a little high. I ain't trying to I ain't trying to drop that much money on that. So I just, I went to my closet. I'm like, I'm not probably gonna wear that no more like that. And then this jean jacket finna gonna go to donation anyway. So just
meshed it.
Yeah. So I just ripped it up, put it back under the sewing machine, and it came out. I was like, oh, okay, I like that piece.
Do you have it? Do you have it handy? Like, can you grab it? I want everybody to see it if they ain't seeing it. Can I say I'm loving the live and the message on it? Okay, breaking stereotypes, black males, fashion designer. Yep. Let me see.
Yes, you're right.
Shout out to Candace or Yandis. Let me see. Back it up a little bit.
I don't know if you can
nice. See it. So what's this right here? What's the let me see the front. Oh, you froze up. Oh, okay. Turn it to the front. Let me see it. Oh, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
You made those white stripes right there to blend in with the denim in the front on the right front piece. Yeah, I like that. And then you took the pocket from the jacket and you put it like a welt on the. That's hard, bro.
Put it on.
Yeah,
bro.
Man.
Yeah. So I didn't know how it was gonna turn out, but I needed to, I needed to salvage some of this stuff, and I was like, man, just mix it up, just chop it up, put it on the machine. And seeing Greg Lauren and how he doing, I was like, yo, you can't even really mess up. Like
right.
You can. There's a lot of room for error with his style, and I was like, oh, me too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite.
So how often you rock that? Like when you rock that, like what kind of response you get?
I haven't even rocked it that much. I probably rocked it like one time. I ain't even rocked it that much.
Is it one of those pieces that you just like? I did it, and you just look at it.
Got it. That's it. I just got it.
Yeah, that's hard.
Put it out. I don't even wear it. I don't even know where I would wear it to. But I'm just like, long as I got it and I know it's in the closet, I can pull it out whenever I want to. But
that's what's up, man.
There'll be stuff like that, man.
Anybody in your family sold besides watching your somebody in college?
Yeah, when I told my family that I was sewing, because I didn't really even talk about it much that I was sewing. I was just getting into it. My grandmother actually told me, she was like, she used to sew. And I had no idea. It was never mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever talked about it.
And you didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I ain't see no sewing machine. All I see, of course, you see needle and thread in the house, but nobody had no sewing machine or anything like that. And then I found out my great grandmother, she actually made quilts. And so she she was a quilt maker. And my dad, he gave me one of the quilts before she passed, so I still had one of her quilts. And so like stuff like that, after a while, people started like, oh yeah, your aunt grandma just used to do the same thing. I'm like, don't nobody be talking about this stuff, man.
Yeah, you were okay. It was in my DNA. Okay.
Yeah. So it was dope. I mean, like I said before, man, sewing is it's a way to get out. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to like disconnect from a lot of crazy stuff that's going on. So I'm glad I have another creative outlet.
Somebody said they want to see that quilt. I mean, that ain't me for
Who,
to tell you to show a quilt.
I
I
bet
know it's
one of
significant. You
who
know
want
what
to
I'm
see the quilt?
saying?
Let me grab. That John old though, bro.
I think Miller, lady named Miller, went to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question. Somebody said, how can they best support your development?
Mm,
Mm.
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest,
Maybe
just like
I would say share. You know what I'm saying? You know what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
I was.
Share
Yeah.
share some of your pieces. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Get the name out there. I mean, that create more of a buzz. And
Exactly.
like and
Yep.
subscribe.
Yep. Because I have
Yeah.
a like I told you before, I'm starting to get into styling, so I have a style page, Scruggs Style,
Okay.
and sometimes I like put a couple of my pieces with some stuff I got, like I pulled off the rack or something like that. So it's a mixture of some things I've created and some things I've like bought out of the store to be able to like what I'm saying, build a portfolio. So yeah, like go follow the page, Scruggs Style. That'll be helpful. Sharing it, liking
Absolutely.
it,
Okay.
commenting. Yeah, because like I said
Okay. We'll
before,
get
man, we're just trying to take it to the next level with it. So
absolutely.
yeah,
I guess I'm gonna open up the floor for questions, man.
okay.
So maybe you wanna if you seen the questions
By the way,
back,
whoever
did you see the
requested
questions?
the quilt, here's a little piece of it, man. These my grandma's hands right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was mean with the sewing.
Wow. So this your grandmother you said?
Yeah, my grandmother,
Okay.
Grandma Jewel.
That's what's up, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to her.
So
Uh, what we got? We got any questions, baby? Did you see any questions?
oh, somebody said, "Oh, Fabi, I don't have it anymore. Sienna has it." Somebody said, "Show the floor top." I made a floor top for someone that I work with, and she's like,
What's
she's
that?
dope. She's dope, and I don't have it anymore, but it's all good.
So Kevin asks who are your favorite designers?
Mm. Um, I love Fear of God, man. I
Jerry
really like.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
Jerry Lorenzo. I like the oversized baggy feel. I like that. I also like Kirby.
Okay.
Kirby Jean Raymond.
Got you.
Yeah, like his style is like a little bit more clean and Rich Fresh.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if you know about Rich. Yeah, Rich Fresh.
Absolutely.
Man, I love his style,
Yeah,
man.
he do
His
a lot.
sneaks,
He do a lot of menswear stuff,
he
man.
does.
Yeah, I've been on him for a minute. So
Yeah, the
yes,
neoprene. He specializes in the neoprene, man.
you got it. You got to shout out to stuff that's really making a wave,
For sure.
especially. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? So you can't deny talent. So he's
Thank you.
definitely one of those. He's one of those.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
definitely one of those with
He
the
pushing
juice.
hard, and he ain't even loud
Yeah,
with it. To be quite
yeah,
honest, he ain't even loud with it.
yeah.
He definitely he pushing a lot out.
What else
Yeah,
we
Rich
got?
Fresh is from Memphis.
He is
Also
from Memphis.
Southern Love.
Yep.
Yeah,
Somebody said a question for you both,
appreciate
and
it.
then they didn't ask a question yet. uh, okay. When are you back in town? Check out Germantown Dude for Joanne's. I don't know what that means.
Oh, when you back in Germantown, do for Joanne.
That's for you?
I think so, bro. Rich
Oh,
Fresh
okay.
is from Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germantown. My mom is from Memphis, and so she's in that area. Germantown, Memphis, Cordova, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm
Said if you could partner with one black fashion designer for a collaboration.
Oh, because she said one of the questions was because they keep going.
Mm-hmm.
If you could do a collaboration with one black fashion designer, who would it be?
I'm gonna have to go with Rich Fresh, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if I
What
could
would you
just,
design with him? What's the situation?
I
Because
probably want
he do a lot of
suit.
suiting and stuff.
Yeah, I would probably try to get a suit or a tracksuit
Okay.
because he be killing the tracksuit too. I just like the style, but more so like the suit.
Yeah.
So I would probably try to like collab with him on a suit, and kind of figure out like I like getting all into that. I like getting into the fabric choice. I like getting into the notions, the
The
buttons,
details.
the details, dog. That means everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so like all those pieces, if I ever get to a point where I can do my own like some of my own suit, I'll be into that like heavy.
Yeah. I mean, we got the intro to the tailoring and the
And I picked
so
up that book you suggested too,
bro, that book is amazing, man. The
Yeah.
wifey found it for me.
Yeah, picked it up.
Every little thing count, you know what I'm saying? YouTube videos, Soul Academy, books, you know what I'm saying? People that have other experience, you know what I'm saying, that you can ask questions to, all that help, you know? So since we already short on resources in menswear, you know what I'm saying, you got to pick up as much as you can, you know?
Yo, what keeps you inspired, bro?
Man, what keeps me inspired, bro, is for one, it's my wife, man, because she never stopped, bro. Like,
bro, Mimi is
like she just don't
there.
stop. She just don't stop. So it's like, man, I see her doing this. I see her doing that. I have no choice but to get up, do it too, or do this or do that. And it's fun. What's inspiring is that doing this, obviously people know that my wife and I, we work together, you know what I'm saying? We're friends, we go out together, we vacation, like we have such a strong bond. So like when you have a bond like that with somebody that has the same passion, it's just fun to just see her excited about certain things, and then she gets excited about me when she see the things that I do. And just that alone, man, is inspiring, man. But aside from that, people like you. So I'm like, man, he's not even in the fashion industry, and he's taking time to learn his craft. Bro, that's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my frat brothers, Steve. He gonna be on in a couple of weeks. He's an attorney, and he just started learning how to sew. So I'm like, man, that's inspiring, bro. So a lot of the guys that hit me up, hey man, I made this, I made that. That inspired me to like, oh man, I feel like I got to do more. Like, let me see, can I do a tutorial doing this? Let me see, can I do that? Let me see, just do a video and talk about projects to see if it's something that I'm saying that's gonna help them, you know? So yeah, man, people like you, and I mean, just and wifey, honestly. So that's pretty much it, man.
That's mutual though, bro. That's definitely mutual. Like just seeing you put out what you put out, man. Like I said before, you know, we need to see that representation. I think you talk about that often on these Dope Man show. I think that conversation always come up about, you know, just representation and how important it is. And so like, you know, I don't know how
Dope Man show, bro.
Exactly. I don't know who watching that.
This the movement.
Now, but if you got somebody out there that's even a little bit interested, push it.
Push it.
So,
I think just the time we live in now, we have Instagram and all this social media stuff. Fashion is really, you know what I'm saying, going to different regions. Like you can see what they're doing over there in Africa. You can see what they're doing over there in Australia, just looking at the fashion. So it's like, so yeah, man, we can get on here and just show our face. You don't know what we're going to inspire, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm just do these Dope Man Soul conversations, man. You can learn a lot just through conversation, not just in the classroom and learning how to sew, but on the experience, on learning to sew and like the background and knowing where these people come from. You're like, oh, they're not different from me, and it just helps that much more.
Exactly.
What we got? I'm sure I have heard the controversy associated with fast fashion, and its an impact on the environment. What role do small designers play in changing the bigger culture of fast fashion for the better? You want to touch it?
Let's see. Let me go back and look at this question. I'm sure y'all person. That's Anatoly. I see you, dude. Fast fashion and its impact on the environment. What role do small designers play in changing the bigger culture? You know, I think like, you know, fast fashion is sometimes, you know, it depends on the company. They ain't always sustainable. They ain't always responsible in the way in which they put out fashion. Put out, you know what I'm saying, put out merchandise. And so like how small business, I feel like how small designers can play a role in that. You know exactly where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people to push for small, you know, small, what you would call a small designer or a small business, push for them because you know exactly where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or you can get to know exactly where it's coming from because, you know what I'm saying, you know what the source is. Fast fashion sometimes can be just so dangerous, man, especially if it's not healthy for the environment, it's not healthy to work in the labor conditions and stuff like that. So fast fashion, it does have a negative connotation for sure, but get at your small designers.
Absolutely. I would just, only thing else to say to that is quality control. You know, I mean, if a smaller designer, you know, they ain't trying to make 100 million of these, you know what I'm saying? Quality control. They got hey, I'm an expert in this. I got these few not, I got a niche of these pieces I'm doing, and I'm selling them. You know, so just because of that, I think it would be awesome.
Right. And I ain't even trying to knock, like, you know, you don't knock no big corporation, but one thing for sure about a small, I feel like a small, you know, exactly, like you said, you can get in touch with people. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more intimate communication. You have an opportunity to kind of really, you know, get specific about what you want and how it should tailor and fit to your body.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, that's, I mean, if I was to go, you know, fast fashion to like custom, probably would go custom, of course.
Yeah. Well, one more question, man, before we get out from, has learning to sew changed your shopping habits or changed your way you shop?
For sure.
Yeah.
Dog, I remember, you know, I was in the mall with my sister, and this was probably like right before I came and moved to California. I was in the mall, and I was just looking. I was like, ain't no way they selling this fabric. I mean, they ain't selling these clothes like this, man. There ain't no, you know, ain't no French seam on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just regular, like.
Got you.
I'm like, dog, they didn't.
It's just serged and folded and just
exactly.
stitched down.
And just sent it out, and then also you feel the material. You know, after a while, you start touching material.
You know quality.
Yeah, you know what it's supposed to feel like. And so a lot of times I go in some of these stores and I just be like, bro, ain't no way this $55, dog. This
it ain't it.
Like, this ain't no $55 material. So yeah, it definitely changed the way in which I like shop. And so I always try to look for some quality pieces or just try to make it on my own. Cause I go on Pinterest, I just be looking. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to do that with that and see what come out.
You know, one thing I do, cause it's changed my shopping habits too. Like we all, like, I mean, I don't know how many, I can't speak for everybody, but I know a majority of people, they do go and get like fast fashion because sometimes it is a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily go buy fabric and spend time just making a white t-shirt because for me, it's just not something that inspires me. So I might go out and get basic pieces like that from certain from certain companies. Hold on, swipe up. From certain companies, but when it comes to like my statement pieces, like my jackets, you know what I'm saying, like a dope button up or like a pair of pants that's just like I will go out and find some fire fabric before I go out and looking for fire pants to go purchase. So like, and then once people be like, hey man, like, where you get that from? Like, oh, what's that? Oh, dope this. Whether you say I made it or whether you just say appreciate it and you keep going, in the back of your mind, you know you made it. And it's like, man, like it only helps, you know what I'm saying, when you create and when you move forward. So I understand that, man. It's definitely gonna shape your shopping habits a little bit. But wife and I, we still love to shop. Don't get it twisted. We still love to shop. We don't make 100% of what, you know what I'm saying. But we definitely go ahead.
One thing about like sewing, that it ain't cheap all the time. You know what I'm saying?
No, it definitely. Thank you.
People got a misconception too, I think. Like people like, oh, you just pay. Nah, that stuff ain't cheap, man. So, you know, when people ask you to like, cause I don't make stuff for other people. People be asking me to make stuff. I'm like, I ain't in the business making nothing for nobody else. Right
now. Exactly.
But that stuff is, I mean, buying fabric ain't cheap, especially quality fabric. And so
buying quality fabric, and then people forget that their time is money too.
Exactly.
So like once you spend the money, and then you about to spend the time sitting there. Right. So like I'm not gonna sit there 3-4 hours and just make some BS. You know what I'm saying? Just make some bullshit. I'm definitely gonna sit here. I'm gonna put my time into it. I'm gonna learn the techniques. And this whatever $40 a yard or if it's $10 a yard, you know what I'm saying? If I'm put my time into it, I'm gonna make sure I have it looking good on the inside, on the outside, and some I can rock. You know.
And that's one thing I got to get to too, man. Like I don't have a surgery yet. I need to give him like, I don't know if he's still on here. He's still on. You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, somebody was calling me. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a surgeon, so some of the stuff that I would want my pieces to look like in the inside don't always have the opportunity to do that unless you do like, French seaming or, what I'm saying, doing the roll.
Picking shears.
You know what I'm saying?
Zigzag.
But I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it for sure.
Okay.
I see Para in here. That's the woman that taught me how to. Well, I was in her living room first time sewing. Para.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all see it, but to you, Para, appreciate you coming through.
They don't want to pay for work. Yeah, I'm just trying to. You saw any questions, baby? What we sitting here? That's about it.
That was the last one.
That was the last one. Okay. Well, Jay Scruggs, bro, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate what you've been sharing, and I just appreciate the positive energy that you're seeing. When I met you, you was a cool cat. We chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, we got to exchange contacts. Like, you know what I'm saying? It
For
ain't that
sure.
many. I want to talk to somebody about this particular pattern when it dropped, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it
For sure.
is. So I definitely appreciate you. This time now, man, I want you to go ahead and put out your socials, what you're working on, what you're doing next, just how people can support you, and all that.
Yeah, like I said before, man, y'all go follow the style page, J Scruggs Style, on Instagram. Definitely trying to push that a little bit more, trying to get into the fashion industry. I gave myself a goal in 4 years. I should be out of higher education, trying to get into the fashion industry.
Okay.
So you're supporting, like sharing, liking, commenting, you know, if it's positive or negative, you know what I'm saying? Just share, just, you know, feedback. I ain't scared of feedback or anything, as long as it's respectful. That's all I ask.
Is it right?
But, you know, as long as it's respectful, dog. But, you know, the only thing is, man, I always tell people, like, yo, whatever you can do to inspire somebody else to be, you know, dope or creative or whatever you want to call it, make sure you're doing that for other people, man. And that's all, man. I ain't got too many social plugs out there.
He said, that's it. All right. Well, man, Jay Scruggs, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, your time. Y'all been tuning into Dope Men Soul, which is basically a show that we talk about menswear, we talk about fashion, we talk about sewing, and we talk about designing. So appreciate you, and I will start putting these up on YouTube too. So if y'all don't catch it, if y'all want to rewatch it, you don't have to go back to Instagram. You can go to YouTube and do all that too. And all this, you'll be able to have this too if you want to put on your stories or whatever, just so more of your followers can see too. All right.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. Be easy.
Peace out, man.